Welcome to the SI Academy of Class 8th, second chapter Microorganisms, Friends and Foe. In our previous video, we discussed that how microorganisms are useful in a commercial use. Right? The microorganisms are using in commercial way. So in a variety of method, so they are using in a production of alcohol, wine, and also used in the water bakery items, bread, cakes, okay, right, that. So now what is the use of next what is the use of microorganisms in medicinal field? Okay, already we know that the microorganisms are using in production of alcohol, wine, and also used in the bakery items. Now we'll discussing about the what is the uses of microorganisms in the field of water, field of medicinal, right, or medical purpose. Okay, that we have to discuss here. So we'll start our today's topic. What is the medicinal use of microorganisms, where exactly microorganisms used in a medical field. So whenever you fall ill, okay, ill means what here? So uncomfortable, or get diseased. That term has what? Ill meaning of ill is what? Uncomfortable or disease. Whenever you fall ill, doctor may give you some antibiotics tablet like capsules or injections such as of penicillin. Okay, whenever you got fever or you will ill, then you will visit your doctor and the doctor will give some antibiotics tablets, correct? They will give antibiotics tablets like in the form of capsules, or they can give injection also, and such as what? Penicillin. They are given these kinds of methods given to the patients, so to recover from the ill, right? So you think that how these are prepared, like antibiotics, capsules, injections, penicillin, the doctor will given to the patients. How they are prepared? So they are prepared from the help of microorganisms only. So that term has what? Antibiotics, right? So whenever you visited to the doctors or a hospitals, the doctor preferred the word, so the body does not having any antibiotics. So for that you have to give the injections. So that causes what? 50,000 rupees, 40,000 rupees, right? So you heard about that antibiotics. That antibiotics is prepared from the what? Help of microorganisms only, right? Correct. So actually how they are prepared, we have to discuss here. The source of these medicines is microorganisms. So whatever we are producing antibiotics, that antibiotics is produced by the help of what only? Microorganisms only. So after preparing antibiotics from the microorganisms, what they do in the body means they mainly stop or kill the disease causing microorganisms. What is the function of antibiotics? It mainly kills or stop the microorganisms that causes diseases to the body. That is the main function of antibiotics, right? Anti means what? Opposite of killing microorganisms. These medicines kill or stop. Okay, what they will do? Kill or stop the growth of the disease. Okay, the mainly well they will do kill or stop the growth of the disease causing microorganism, whichever the microorganism present in the body, that will causing diseases to the body, right? So mainly the antibiotic will enter to the body and kill that microorganism which causing the diseases, or it will maybe stops also. So that tablet is known as what? Antibiotic. Maybe it may be tablet, it may be injections also. These days number of antibiotics are being produced from the bacteria and fungi. Okay, remember that. So from which organisms we are producing antibiotics? From bacteria and fungi. So from fungi and bacteria, so we are preparing, or we are prepared some kind of antibiotics. From which two microorganisms we are prepared several kinds of several kinds of antibiotics, means you can say that one is bacteria, another is fungi. From these two microorganisms we prepared several kinds of antibiotics. For example, streptomycin, for example, remember that which is a streptomycin, terracycline and erythromycin. These are the what three examples of antibiotic. Erythromycin, tetracycline and streptomycin are the three major antibiotics of bacteria and fungi. What are the three major antibiotics produced by the bacteria and fungi? Means you can say that streptomycin, tetracycline and erythromycin are the three major antibiotics produced from which two microorganisms? Bacteria and fungi. Remember that. Right? Commonly antibiotics, commonly known antibiotics which are, so streptomycin, erythromycin and tetracycline are the common antibiotics made from which two microorganisms? Fungi and bacteria. Remember that. Which common antibiotics prepared from fungi and bacteria? Means you can write streptomycin. Right? Which one? Streptomycin. These are the antibiotics prepared from fungi and bacteria. Streptomycin, tetracycline and erythromycin are the three major antibiotics prepared from the fungi and bacteria. Right? So the antibiotics are manufactured by growing specific microorganisms and are used to cure a variety of disease. Okay, so antibiotics is prepared by what? Growing specific organisms. So which type of antibiotics you want? We will grow this specific kind of microorganisms and we will cure for particular disease. Depending on our need, which antibiotics we want, depending on that we will do the preparation of antibiotics. Depending on our need, we will prepare the antibiotics with the help of needed microorganisms. Antibiotics are even mixed with the feed of livestock and poultry to check microbial infection in animals. Also, these antibiotics also used in the water feed of livestock, means food of what? Livestock means animals, and like in poultry to check microbial infection in animals. These antibiotics are also helping in the animals. They having any diseases or they having any infections, they will be checked by the help of what? Antibiotics. Right? They are also used to control many plant disease. So the microorganisms are having a wide variety of medicinal use in animals. Right? They are using in animals and we are preparing antibiotics, and they also prevent the disease in what? Plant. So prevent or control the variety of disease in plant body, and it also makes the antibiotics, and also check whether they having infections or a disease in animal's body. These are the major uses of what? Microorganism in medicinal field. Right? Another, this yellow box tells about in 1929 Alexander Fleming was working on a culture of diseases causing bacteria. So one of the scientist name was Alexander Fleming is working on the disease caused by bacteria. So how disease caused by the bacteria, how it will be acted on the body, in how much days it will makes the body weaker. So all type of informations are studying by the who? Alexander Fleming. While studying the disease caused by bacteria, so suddenly found that spores of little green mold in one of the culture plates. So after studying the bacteria, he found that some spores of what? Green molds in the culture plate. he observed that the presence of mold prevent the growth of bacteria. Okay, while studying this studying the bacteria microorganism, he found some small pores means like this, small pores are there. Okay, these pores will prevent the growth of what? Bacteria. So these small pores of which mold, small pores of mold, they can prevent the, or they can stop the growth of bacteria. Remember that, right? They will stop the growth of bacteria. In fact, also killed many of these bacteria. Okay, these spores of mold, green mold, they kill the bacteria. From this mold penicillin was prepared. Okay, from this only they are prepared, which mold penicillin was prepared, and this mold penicillin antibiotics will kills the bacteria. So mold penicillin is prepared by who? Alexander Fleming in 1929. By suddenly he got the antibiotics called mold penicillin, which kills the bacteria. Right now, this is about antibiotics. Here another yellow box is there. So it is important to remember that antibiotics should be taken only on the advice of qualified doctor. Okay, so we are knowing about this much of antibiotics are useful in medicinal field means, then we can take any time if you are feeling ill means, it is completely wrong, because if you have to take the antibiotics means you have to take in the advice of qualified doctor. Remember that, which doctor? Not doctor only, it is should, the doctor should be qualified. If the qualified doctor is prescribed you to take antibiotics means, then only you have to take it. Otherwise don't take any kind of antibiotics. Remember that. Also you must complete the course of prescribed by the doctor. If the doctor prescribed you to take the antibiotics, so then you have to complete the course of period. Like they have taken the doctor prescribed that you have to take 15 days 15 days continue 15 days one by after the another. So have to take antibiotics means you have to complete that course, right? If you are not taken means, again you are having diseases only. If you take the antibiotics when not needed or in a wrong dose, it may make the drug less effective when you might need in the future. Okay, if doctor is not prescribed antibiotics, but and also you taken less or more antibiotics, then it will not work when actually your body needs it. Means your future, in the future the body needs the antibiotics, so you will not taken, already we are taken more or less antibiotics, that will not help for our body, because we are taken antibiotics when our body is not needed, but when our body is needed, then we are taken the antibiotics, the body does not respond accurately to that antibiotics, because our body already taken that antibiotics when they does not needed, right? This kind of complexity will occurs when we simply taken the antibiotics without prescribed by the doctors. Also antibiotics taken unnecessarily may kill the beneficial bacteria in the body. So we already know that some bacteria are very useful to the human body, some are dangerous to the or harmful to the human body, right? If we are taken antibiotics unnecessarily without need, so that antibiotics kill the bacteria which are helping the our body, so that will be again harmful to the our body only. They are useful microorganisms are killed by the antibiotics. So don't take antibiotics without prescribed by the doctor. Remember that, this one. Antibiotics however not effective against cold and flu, as these are caused by the viruses. Okay, so in whenever season will change, so from summer to winter, so all peoples will suffer from what? Flu, like cold and flu. So when cold and flu will comes, we taken the antibiotics means they will not cured, because the antibiotics only work against okay, remember the antibiotics work against only bacteria. It is not work against virus. Okay, virus is a already know that virus is a group of microorganism. It is not under the group of bacteria, right? So antibiotics only work against the bacteria, and antibiotics does not work against the viruses. If you are having flu and cold, if you are taken the antibiotics, means they will not work against the virus and we will not cure, right? Because of antibiotics not working against the viruses, right? This is about microorganisms in medical use. So next videos will discuss about vaccines, right? Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel and share it with your friends. Thank you.